If I see you looking sideways at her again, I'll have you whipped. This time you won't be getting up.
Who are you? Can't you people leave me alone? My face is still swollen from the last time.
Hold on. Are you Pavel?
That depends. Who's asking?
Henry, you don't have to be afraid of me.
I'm Pavel. And you really weren't sent by Pivets?
Pivets? He's the one you were arguing with.
You overheard?
How could I not? Did he beat you up?
Oh dear. Soon the whole village will know about it. Pivets doesn't want me to court one of the local girls, Ursula, and he had one of his father's brutes beat me up.
So why doesn't Pivets want you to court Ursula?
Because her pa promised her hand in marriage to him, so he behaves like she's already his. But he doesn't deserve her.
You think?
He's a heartless bastard.
And who's this Ursula?
The sweetest girl in the village. And she's really pretty.
And you like Ursula?
Who wouldn't? Only... I don't know.
You don't know what?
It's all the same to you anyway. I'm very fond of her. You'll find no lass with such a big heart for miles around.
And does she feel the same way about you?
Aye. I think so.
Why would you do what Pivets tells you?
I've got no choice. He's right. I'm just a hired hand, while he's the son of the richest farmer in the village.
Are you so afraid of Pivets you would let him have Ursula?
What can I do against him? I'm just an outsider and a pauper. If he wanted, he could have me thrown out of the village.
Ah, what does that matter?
Tivoli, where did you come from? Her parents would never give us their blessing. And even if they would, they've already promised her to Pivets, just 'cause he's rich. The only way it could change is if people started to see Pivets differently.
How do you mean?
Like if he killed someone, or robbed people in the village. What do I know?
If it turned out he was a thief?
Probably. And the main thing is, Ursula would turn against him. She's as honest as a saint. But why would he steal? He has everything he needs.
He wouldn't. Not him.
Are you saying I do it and let him take the blame? But that's a sin.
You're right.
Would you do the same?
I wouldn't. But I'm not in love. You are.
I suppose that's true. Maybe it's not such a bad idea after all. Nothing will happen to Pivets if he's from a rich family. But he'll lose Ursula. And it'll give me time to earn enough for her dad to let me marry her. But I live here. If I get caught, they'll make me an outcast and I have nowhere else to go. Someone else will have to do the stealing.
Don't look at me.
Why are you putting ideas like that into my head then? Take care for now.
How can I help you, sir?
What do
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
All right. I'll help you with Pivets.
With the stealing? Are you sure?
No, actually. I'll have to think about it.
Farewell, sir.
All right.
With the
Yeah. After all, once everything is found, it won't be theft, right?
Exactly!
Only, I don't know what I should steal.
I can help you with that. For the whole village to turn against Pivettes, every family would have to be robbed.
And who's living here?
Father Anthony, the parish priest, Ursula's family, the Vimola brothers where I work, old Bahushka, and of course, Pivette's family.
What should I steal from Ursula?
I suppose, her Ma's rosary. It looks valuable.
And where does Ursula live?
Ursula lives in the first cottage across the green from the church.
If I'm going to take Ursula's Ma's rosary, tell me, does she carry it with her?
She does, during the day.
What should I steal from the priest?
Father Anthony? Maybe this manuscript he's been writing for ages.
Where is your priest rectory?
The rectory is the cottage by the church.
What's the book?
I don't know. I can't read. But I heard it's something about potions and...
Alchemy?
That's it!
What can I take from the Vamolas?
I can tell you exactly what. I work for them. Besides, I can even give you the key to their house, so you have it easier. Well, the younger brother is the local cobbler, and he's just made a fine pair of shoes for the Sokdal blacksmith.
Thanks. What about the older brother?
I don't know. He had this really valuable St. Francis medal.
Had?
Aye, he lost it a while ago. It'd have to be found first.
So someone else stole it?
It's possible, but he might have just lost it. Although Youngve Moller claims a magpie stole it.
A magpie? Well, I've found all sorts of things in magpies' nests, that's true.
None of us believe him, but it's not in the house for sure. We searched it from top to bottom.
All right. I'll have a look around for nests. Where's the Vamola's cottage?
That one is their cottage.
And can you tell me where I'll find the shoes?
In the parlour, just behind the door.
And you wouldn't know where the magpie nests are, would you?
I don't know. Try the biggest trees. Youngve Moller even showed me what a magpie sounds like, but I can't make the sound.
What can I steal from old Bahushka?
Her silver ring. But watch out, she's a bit of a crackpot.
A crackpot?
Aye, she bakes pies all day, then forgets she did it and bakes more.
How will I recognise her cottage?
It's the one furthest from the green. She's got a stove in her yard and a long orchard out back.
And when I've got all the loot, where at Pivet's am I to hide it?
You haven't got anything yet. Be glad if you don't get caught. Here's the key, and when you've got everything, come back to me.
Sure. Just you wait and see.
And most importantly, I don't want anyone to get hurt.
Don't worry. I'm not some cutthroat.
It was good to see you, my friend.
So it really was that magpie that took it. Nowadays, you can't even trust God's creatures.
Francis, is that you?
Who else, my good wife?
Oh, I'm sorry, Francis, but it's good you're here. I just baked some pies, so have some while they're fresh. I made your favourite too. Poppy seed.
I couldn't ask for a better wife.
You flatterer.
What do you think of Pavel?
But Francis, Pavel died last winter. Have you been pushing yourself too hard on the field again? You mustn't. You're not young anymore. You'll die, and what will I do on my own? Come here. You better sit down and have some pie.
Right, my good wife. Ow! Here it is. The shiny little bugger. That daft old crone really did bake it into a pie. When I tried to talk to Bahushka, she thought I was someone called Francis. Do you know who that is?
That was her husband, but he's long dead.
Then Bahushka must think her husband's still alive.
I told you she was a crackpot.
I've got everything.
You do? God's nails, you really did it.
Why wouldn't I?
I wasn't so convinced you'd succeed.
What to do now? Do you want me to plant it on him?
No. That is... leave it to me. Just give me the loot and I'll plant it on him myself.
All right. Here, you have it.
Thanks. I really appreciate this.
That's nothing. When will you set him up?
In a few days, when everyone notices their stuff has gone missing. Don't worry. I'll pay you back. I don't have anything to give you, but I can teach you something. It's hard work being a hired hand. It teaches you to save your strength as much as possible.
Well, that always comes in handy.
God bless you, sir.
Who can I report a thief to?
You have to go to the guards in Suchdol. Either they're on watch somewhere in the village or at the pivot's place where they spend the night. Farewell, sir.
Who can I report a crime to here?
Francis? What crime?
I saw a thief.
Are you sure? Your eyes aren't what they used to be.
Ugh, God damn it, I'm sure.
Francis, since when do you curse? That's not the Francis I remember.
So where do I go?
You have to go to Suchdol, of course, to see the hetman.
All the way to Suchdol?
Well, I told Lord Pisek that we could use a guard here, didn't I? But nobody ever listens to me.
Greetings. What do you need?
Who can I report a crime to here?
What crime?
Theft.
I knew it! And they said I was making it up. Hurry, lad. You'll find 2 guards from Suchdol in the village. I'm sure they'll find my medal on him. See you later.
Do you need help with anything?
I do, as it happens. I'm looking for a thief. He's a laborer from a nearby village, Vysoka. What was his name now? Yes, Pavel, that's it.
What was it he stole?
A few small valuables, some boots and a book.
How did you find him out?
Well, he disappeared just after the robberies.
That doesn't prove he's a thief, though, does it?
And what more would you want? Supposedly a poor boy, and he disappears overnight without a word of farewell? Might as well have confessed.
Where might he have gone?
In these parts? Only Kuttenberg.
How can you be so sure?
On account of that book he stole, he wouldn't be able to sell that anywhere else.
Supposing I try and find him?
You'd be pulling a thorn from my side. You think I've got time to run around Kuttenberg looking for some petty thief?
So I'll have a look around and try to find him. Maybe he tried to sell someone that loot.
I was thinking that too. If I was you, I'd ask one of the traders in Kuttenberg about him.
Guten Tag, meine. Good afternoon, sir.
Has anyone tried to sell some items recently? Maybe a ring, a medal, boots, a manuscript, or a rosary?
No. No one offered me anything like that. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for a thief.
Well, no one like that would get far with me. This is an honest shop.
And where else could he sell that kind of stuff?
Well, there's some folks who wouldn't bat an eyelid at stolen loot. Try the hole in the wall tavern in Hoprink, where no decent Christian would be seen dead. The place is run by innkeeper Mole. You might get something out of him.
Good afternoon.
God, what's taking so long?
Has anyone sold you a few small valuables recently? A ring, a medal, or a rosary? A kind of ornate one?
What's it to you? How would I end up if I went around telling everyone about things like that? No one would sell me anything again.
Maybe a bit of coin would loosen your tongue?
That's another matter. But it won't be cheap.
We can come to some agreement.
See now? That wasn't too hard.
So, was there someone here like that? Maybe a young fella, kind of bashful?
Aye, he was here. I bought a silver ring, a medal, and a rosary from him, just like you said.
And do you know where I can find him now?
I don't.
You're not much help to me.
I'm not clairvoyant. But he also wanted to sell me some book.
And? What of it?
I didn't buy it. I don't get much call for books among my customers. So I sent him to the book merchant. Try him.
Yeah. I reckon there's not much else I can do.
Was wünschst du, mein Freund?
Has anyone sold you a manuscript recently? A richly illuminated one, probably about the life of St. Francis?
Indeed. A very nice piece of work. Although, that fellow who sold it to me was damn suspicious.
Yeah, I suppose you were wondering how someone who looked like he hadn't got 2 groschen to rub together came by a book like that.
Exactly.
Well, then why did you buy it? If you suspected it was stolen?
So that nothing would happen to it, of course. Supposing he couldn't sell it, what then? It could end up thrown in a ditch, or worse again, in the fire.
Fair enough. Look, you wouldn't happen to know where that fella went afterwards?
Well, he did ask me about the local cobblers. Said he wanted to become an apprentice.
And where did you send him?
To the town center. That's where the only cobblers in the city are.
Welcome, Goodman. It's...
Was there a youngster here recently asking about an apprenticeship?
There was a fella like that.
And did you take him on?
I did. Just on trial for now, though.
Aha. And where can I find him?
In the workshop at the back. But why? Is he in trouble? He seems like a decent lad.
No, he's not in trouble. I just need to have a word with him.
Go ahead, then.
Henry, what are you doing here?
You weren't expecting to see me again so soon, were you?
I wasn't. That is... I'm glad to see you again, Henry.
Really? Why? So that you can explain to me why you played such a dirty trick on me?
I'm sorry, Henry. I really didn't mean to trick you.
You told me that you were going to plant the stuff on pivots and that everything would be returned afterwards.
Yeah, I told you that.
Well, then why the fuck didn't you? Why did you disappear? Why did you steal those things? Christ's sake. This way you've lost Ursula completely.
Henry, I lost her the day I was born poor. Even if Pivettes didn't get her, I'd never have got her father's blessing.
So why did you ask me to steal those things?
I really thought for a while that it all made sense. After all, Pivettes is such an arsehole. But then...
But then what?
But then I realised what a nasty thing it would be to do. Even though he is an arsehole, Pivettes didn't deserve that. And Ursula certainly didn't.
Why didn't you tell me you'd changed your mind? Why didn't you stop me?
I don't know. I suppose I was tempted by the coin I could get for those things.
So it was just the coin you were after?
Don't you understand, Henry? Without that silver, I'd never be able to leave the village or start learning a trade. I'd spend the rest of my life breaking my back for someone else as a hired hand. What kind of life is that?
When did you change your mind?
When I went to see Ursula's father.
You wanted to ask for her hand? Even though he'd already promised her to Pivettes?
No. I just wanted to talk to him out of giving her to Pivettes. Because he's such a bastard. You know, I wanted to be sure there was no other way than the trick we thought up.
And what did he say to you?
He said he's known that long since. But he wouldn't be around for long and he didn't want Ursula to be left alone. At that moment, I realised how shameful it was. What I was doing.
Because of him?
That too. But mostly because of Ursula.
Why didn't you ask for a coin?
And who'd give it to me? Don't tell me you would.
I'd give you coin. You only had to ask. It never had to go this far.
But I never believed anyone would be that generous.
What am I to do with you now? The captain at Suchdol is looking for you.
Henry, please. Tell him anything but the truth. Look, I finally got myself a decent livelihood here.
I'll have to think it over.
I hope you can find in your heart a little of God's mercy, Henry. Take care for now.
Another thing about that thief you're looking for.
Yes?
I'd like to ask you something else.
Ask away.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
You're welcome.
Another thing about...
Yes?
Actually, nothing. Sorry.
Yeah.
Another...
Yes?
I heard he left for Prague.
Oh, how long has he been gone?
A few days. You won't catch him now.
Damn it, you're right, we won't. But try explaining that to those irate villagers.
Well, that's your concern now.
Thank you kindly.